Firstly, I will say that congrats for choosing the right occasion, because Malaysia, especially Port Klang, is one of the most strategic port in this part of the world. We are at the center of Straits of Malacca, not too north, neither not too south. You don't have to go too south. Just come to Port Klang. That is the right location in Straits of Malacca. I'm sure you know what I mean. And when you come to Port Klang, you're not just coming to Malaysia. You're basically connecting between Europe and Asia via sea and via land. Because here in Port Klang, we are connecting through intermodal, especially through our railway network. I'm sure when you come into the port, you can see there's a railway network connecting both Northport and Westport, and of course to our main line in the peninsula. But more than this, we are building another important railway network called the East Coast Rail Link, where in 2 to 3 years' time, you will have a double track along this port corridor. And that will connect between the port, this port and the eastern part of the country, the east coast part of Peninsula, linking to Kuantan and the east coast of Peninsular Malaysia. And more importantly, we want to link up all this river network, not only within Malaysia, but linking all the way to Thailand. In fact, today we already have a rail link with Thailand. Why Thailand? Because the moment we link to Thailand, then we can link to the entire Asia continent. And from Thailand, going up north, you will go to Laos, and from Laos, you can go all the way to China. So that is what we envision as the Pan-Asian River Network. That means when you come to Port Klang, or you have a box or container coming from Europe, reach Port Klang, you can basically reach any part of Asia, or vice versa. If you have a box or container from China, you do not have to take the port, you do not have to transport it from the ports in China. You can transport it by rail, come all the way to Northport. From Port Klang, you can go to Europe by ship. That is the vision that we hope that we can realize in the near future. Because we all know that right now, the world is impacted by a lot of disruption. Especially in many parts of the world, you do not know when disruption will happen. Supply chain resilience is the key word right now to your customers. So you do not have to worry whatever disruption happen in South China Sea. That is another option that you can think about by having a hub at Northport in Port Klang. So I'd like to congratulate for making the right and strategic decision for your company. Secondly, of course, the Malaysian government, at the Ministry of Transport level, we are doing our level best to simplify our processes, to make it easier for shipping lines to come in, to be more pro-business, and welcoming private sector, and welcoming the growth of businesses and trade. At the port level, we have implemented what we call the Malaysia Maritime Single Window. When your ships call to our ports, it is very simple and very easy. Everything can be done online. You don't have to submit any papers. Your port clearance, everything can be done just by a single window through our Malaysian Maritime Single Window application.